Would you look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day to you, fellow adventurers through time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcoming back to Let's Read My Stories Part 4. Chapter 12. The End? Why is the dream realm so different from the last time we were here? Asked Rubber worriedly. It is being partially controlled by Sliver McGiver and Spiderly now, said Electronic sadly. Big Ears, is that you? Asked Electronic, looking at the person on the ground in front of him. He is dead, said Think Tank sternly. I guess he has gained the knowledge of what lies beyond the end, said Electronic sadly. Worst joke ever. Get it because the title of the story, if you remember back that far, is the knowledge of what lies beyond the end. So, hardy har har har. Or did I even show you what the name of this story was? I've completely forgotten. Anyways, yes, I guess he has, said Think Tank sadly. His fate is now in Akalei's hands, said Electronic sadly. So you are here now, finally. It feels like I was waiting forever, said Spiley while being evil and annoying, her purple eyes meeting Electronic's gold eyes. I am going to take you down, Spidey, yelled Electronic, his gold eyes overpowering her purple eyes. So I see you brought only those that can't be hypnotized by my powers. Smart move. But I can summon an army, said Spirely, not really caring while floating in the air and picking her nails. I don't know why I imagine her always picking her nails. I just imagine that's what an evil female would do in this kind of story. This is the dream realm, so I can summon an army as well. No big deal, said Electronic while picking chairs for his team to sit on, and his eyes glowing a dim but sturdy gold. Okay, let's get to the summoning. Itchy head. Makes everything worse. Who are you going to summon? Who are you going to summon? Asked Stunter hopefully. All I can say is this is going to be fun. Okay, should I start with video game characters, movie/TV characters, or book characters, or real people? Asked Electronic like a kid in a candy store. Why not all at once? Asked Think Tank, knowing the answer at a time. Brilliant, said Electronic happily as his eyes emitted a happy gold color. So Electronic summoned everything he could think of. Legend Dragoon characters, characters from Ender's Game, Star Wars characters, Marvel Comics characters, Spyro the Dragon and friends from the original Spyro trilogy, Wild Arms 1 characters, Pirates of the Caribbean characters, Breath of Fire 3 and 4 characters from Maximum Ride series, Indiana Jones characters, Firefly characters, Doctor Who characters, Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, Stargate and SGU characters, even YouTubers such as Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and Venturian Tale. The list was originally longer. I've shortened that list down a bunch since the original version. Also, I know all the copyrights in one paragraph, really? Also, this is going to be a terrible joke up ahead. You can already see it. It's already on screen now. Hey, where's PewDiePie? Asked Jackside, noticing he wasn't there. He's on the bad day side. Oh! So Electronic jokingly as he got weird looks. There's going to be a Jack team made up of Jack O'Neill, Jack Van Barons, Brass. I don't know how to say that. I actually had to look up that name. It's one of the characters from Wild Arms. Jacksepticeye, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Captain Jack Harkness, said Electronic as he got more weird looks. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Did I miss any other Jacks that can be easily identified from those things? I don't know. I don't think so. Is that too many Jacks? Tell me that as well. Sorry, I couldn't help myself, said Electronic while getting even stranger looks. So you brought us here to help you fight us? Jackson worried. Yes, what's the matter with that? asked Electronic, acting like nothing is weird. We're just YouTubers. We don't have any sort of power. We aren't heroes or video game/TV characters, said Ventura Taylor. But you have imagination, and the people that you play as in those games become part of you, and help get power from your names as you. As well, you and everyone here is an icon, and help me and continues to help me through the toughest of times, said Electronic in a happy, sad way. The battle raged for days on end. But time is weird here and doesn't make much sense, like in a video game. The final boss is upon us. The credits are about ready to roll. How was that for an analogy? Chapter 13, Farewell. I will need only my team to come with me so best of you back in your home dimension, said Electronic happily. Hey, why are we still here? Asked Dart, Shanna, and Lavitz. I wanted to say so special goodbye to you Legend Dragoon characters. Lavitz, you are without a doubt my favorite video game from any game ever, said Electronic, realizing that they have no idea what a video game is. Dart and Shanna, I just wanted to say that Rubber and I have always seen our love similar to your own. Said Electronic. Farewell, said Dart, Shanna, and Lavitz. One of the weirdest... I don't know. Just ignore it. It's stupid, I realize. It's really stupid. Yeah. It doesn't have to be clever. So you finally have arrived, Electronic, said Spiderly and Sliver McGiver. You guys take care of Spiderly. I'll get Sliver, said Electronic. You can't beat me, Sliver, said Electronic, crashing against Sliver, his eyes glowing gold. You're clashing, not crashing. Why did I read that as crashing? That's clashing against Sliver, his eyes glowing gold. You're right, I can't beat you. In fact, I'm currently trying to get out of this mind control, said Sliver McGiver, clashing against Electronic, his eyes also glowing gold, but at the same time seemingly corrupted by purple. Don't worry, I won't hurt you that much, said Electronic, stepping back, the glow in his eyes becoming dimmer. Thanks for that, said Sliver McGiver, also stepping back, the glow in his eyes also getting dimmer. I thought that you couldn't be hypnotized, or I'm thinking of the wrong you, asked Electronic, clashing against Sliver again, the glow in his eyes almost gone. No, you got it right. It's just that I don't think even you can hold off against two people with mind control powers, said Sliver McGiver, clashing against Electronic again, the glow all but gone from his eyes. Well, it would seem that, considering we are having this conversation, I'm able to hold off two people's mind control. So Electronic stepping back in, his eyes returning back to their normal blue. Sure, I guess that my point was proven wrong before I even said anything about it, said Sliver McGiver, stepping back again, eyes returning to their normal blue. The good news is I can feel their hold on me weakening, said Sliver McGiver while holding his head, the small purple glow around his eyes dissipating. Are you in enough control to not fight me or anyone else? Asked Electronic, catching Sliver as he stumbled forward. I think so, said Sliver McGiver, still holding his head in pain. Okay, let's see Let's go see how they are doing with Spiderly, said Electronic while partially carrying Sliver. Didn't anyone tell you that the more the fly struggles, the more it gets tangled in the spider's web? Asked Spiderly evilly, her eyes almost pouring forth purple venom. Okay, two things. First, the five of you couldn't beat Spiderly, and second, Spiderly, what was that line you just said? Just because you can transform into a giant spider does not mean you can make a joke like that, said Electronic. Ha! Just because, thanks to loopholes in time and space, you're my dad doesn't mean you are my dad, said Spiderly evilly, her eyes radiating pure purple. I don't know. I'm very weird at writing when it comes to writing stories, so if this gets really too weird for you, the exit is, well, just you know how to exit your screens. At least I hope so. Otherwise, what are you doing watching YouTube if you don't know how to exit it? Sliver, if you would be so kind to kill Electronic now, said Spirely commandingly, her eyes turning gold in the center for a split second. Sliver, go untie them while I take care of her. After that, you know what to do, said Electronic commandingly. Yes, but you know what will happen if I do that, said Sliver McGiver, seeing the future, his eyes flashing gold. It has to happen, said Electronic nervously as his eyes flashed gold in response. Why is my power no longer working on him? Asked Spirely angrily, her eyes glowing dark reddish purple. Simple. A parent has to get good at not falling prey to their child's powers, said Sliver McGiver and Electronic at the same time, partially joking. Ugh, you are so knowing. Whatever. I hate to get my hands dirty, but I guess this could be fun. There we go. Giant cliff with spikes at the bottom. Oh, one last thing. Ah! Yelled Spirely angrily as her eyes glowed gold with a purple ring around them. Great. A giant spider thing. Yeah, not good. Electronic said to himself. I hope Sliver gets back here soon, thought Electronic wordly, thinking about how this perfectly matches his worst nightmare. There's a backstory to that. I've had the same nightmare multiple times where I'm being pushed off a cliff by a giant spider while all my friends watch me fall and tumble down the cliff and die, being impaled on spikes at the bottom. I've even seen my own heart sticking out of my chest in some of those dreams. Disturbing, trust me. Yeah, I'm one of those people who does not wake up when they hit the bottom. I should have really turned that off before I started this video. If that's the way you want to play, if that's the way you want to play it, then let's see if Earth Eater's still in there, said Electronic evilly, his right eye shining gold and his left eye emitting purple. What are you doing? Asked Spirely nervously, the purple glow from her eyes all but disappearing. Earth Eater could start an earthquake if he started laughing, said Electronic while laughing evilly. Earth Eater could start an earthquake if he started laughing, said Electronic while laughing evilly, his eyes shining their respective colors brighter. The cliff, it's breaking, but it would be suicide because to make me laugh you're draining your power, said Spirely, starting to get worried as her eyes returned to a normal mix of brown and blue. As Flyhair said, to take a bad guy out with me and to get away from you, I'll do it, said Electronic evilly, while paraphrasing, his eyes shining brighter than ever before. Electronic, I have to save him. I can't believe it. Can't believe I'm going to risk everything I know for this, but oh well, said Sliver McGiver while jumping off the cliff and aiming directly at Electronic, his eyes glowing a magnificent gold. Ow! Did it have to hurt that much? Asked Electronic in pain. I could have let you fall, said Sliver McGiver while rolling his eyes. So where are we now? Nowhere? Everywhere? Asked Electronic while sitting down. In the mind? Well, 11/14ths of a mind. 11/14ths of a mind. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a line I wrote. That line is not original, of course. That line was edited much later on down the line. So you get an idea of how long the story is really going to be from that line. If you understand it, because Sliver McGiver and Electronic are each only 1/14 of a mind. And also then there's the cop, which has been mentioned, which would be 3/14 of a mind. So you can imagine how long this story's going to be in all. Said Electronic saying Sliver McGiver, trying to figure out how any of this works. So when is one of us going to stop our falling? Asked Electronic, not really thinking about how any of this works. I don't know. It seems we have stopped time at the moment, said Sliver McGiver, figuring it out. Yeah, so how's this going to work? Are we Electronic or are we Sliver McGiver? Asked Electronic. You're asking me? Oh my. Is this ever confusing? Said Sliver McGiver while taking off his glasses and rubbing his eyebrows. Imagine what it'll be like with the cop, said Electronic worriedly while mimicking Sliver's movements. I don't think our mind can survive that. Well, we know it won't if we return to Earth, said Electronic sadly. So how will we say farewell? Asked Sliver McGiver worriedly. I don't know, said Electronic, taking off his glasses and rubbing his eyebrows. We should just cross that bridge when we get to it, said Sliver McGiver while mimicking Electronic's movements. I guess we shall stay Electronic, even though I'm the older version between the two of us, right? Asked Sliver McGiver. Well, could you resist being hypnotized? No, but I can, so there is that, said Electronic. Did you lead a team of heroes? No, but I have, continued Electronic. Did you travel through time alone? No, but I did, responded Sliver McGiver. That's the only thing you have going for you, isn't it? Asked Electronic. Yes, said Sliver McGiver, sadly. Okay, then. Electronic it is, then, said Electronic. Let's go take care of the cop, said Sliver McGiver. Also, I shall do the talking and be in control, okay, Sliver, said Electronic. All right, I guess, said Sliver McGiver, knowing it will be a while before he gets the chance to be in charge again. Chapter 14, The Truth Hurts. Electronic, where is Sliver? Asked Think Tank worriedly. I sort of absorbed him into me to work because he is me from an alternate timeline, and so is the cop. So Electronic, is Spiderly dead? Asked Soundbeam worriedly. No, not exactly. But the captured souls have been freed, and she is presently stuck in the realm of Akale, so the timeline is safe from one threat. For now, but another one still remains, said Electronic sadly. The cop, right? Asked Think Tank. Yes, you are correct, said Electronic sadly. Well, we are ready to help you, aren't we? Asked Lighter. Yes, we are, said Soundbeam, Rubber, and Center. Sorry, but only Think Tank can come with me to fight the cop, said Electronic. Why? Asked Rubber. Just trust me, said Electronic. Okay, said Rubber. Hypno, they defeated Spiderly, our daughter. I can't believe it. Is there anything you could tell me to help me kill Electronic? Asked the cop angrily, and hopefully his eyes glowing a mystic purple. Sure, I'll tell you how to defeat another version of yourself. Try knocking off his hat, whether it be a baseball cap or fez. Oh no, my powers! Or steal his keys of power, or perhaps shatter his glasses with a poison bullet. Foreshadowing! Or maybe even destroy his sweater if he has one on. Foreshadowing! Actually, all of that is foreshadowing, said Hypno mockingly. You dare mock me, the cop? Asked the cop angrily, his eyes glowing purple. You do realize the mad scientist is a more intimidating name than the cop? Asked Hypno mockingly. You dare mock me again? Asked the cop even more angrily, the glow in his eyes rising with his anger. Your anger will betray you, said Hypno mockingly. That's it. I shall anger Electronic. He has so many emotional weaknesses that I do not have. He shall be easy prey, said the cop triumphantly, a dim gold appearing in his eyes. Oh no, I can't believe I betrayed Electronic as well as the cop. What have I done? Asked Hypno worriedly. The reason I brought you along is that you have no great attachment to me. So if you preys on my emotional weakness, you will not be hindered in any way at all. And you will not immediately rush to comfort me, said Electronic smartly. You did not need to tell me that. I am, after all, one of your oldest friends, and one of the only other future seers and mind readers that we know of, said Think Tank smartly, even though what I do isn't actually reading minds, said Electronic. Yes, I know. What you are doing is sensing the electrical impulses in their brain and making an educated guess of what they are thinking about. But as long as I am by your side, you can actually read minds, said Think Tank, wondering why Electronic would specify that right now. But that is not important. That is not what is important right now. What is important is our duty. We must protect the timeline, said Electronic. Yes, we must defeat the cops, said Think Tank. Yes, but time is still warped and broken. It will snap if this continues. But Think Tank, you must find a way around the thing that will erase our memories, said Electronic weirdly. There is a problem with that, Electronic. I can barely see beyond to what is next. So I have almost no idea what's going to happen, said Think Tank. Truthfully, I don't know too much of what's going to happen either. Just please find a way around it, Think Tank, said Electronic worriedly. Electronic, I was wondering when we were going to meet. I see you brought a friend. One of the few you ever managed to keep, said the cop evilly, his eyes glowing purple. Why do you continue to send people to attack me and my friends? Asked Electronic, his eyes glowing gold. I do this because I am a cop. You tried to rob a bank. I'm just putting the criminals away. Said the cop, going full insane, his eyes radiating a magnificently mystical purple. You are our rage, our fury, our greediness, our side that demands punishment of others and punishment for our own crimes. What part of that screams good guy? Asked Electronic and Silver McGiver, the combined power of their now connected eyes glowing a shade of gold beyond definition. You forgot, I have no emotional weaknesses, said the cop evilly, his eyes glowing a blindingly sickening purple. I just labeled your emotional weaknesses, said Electronic smartly, his eyes glowing the most powerful gold you could imagine. I shall kill you, you failure of a hero, said the cop angrily, his eyes glowing a reddish purple full of rage. Think Tank, now! Yelled Electronic, flashing a powerful gold beyond imagination. Ah! Yelled the cop in pain, his eyes' color completely draining and then returning to their normal blue. Sorry, but you left yourself open to a counterattack, said Electronic, quoting one of his favorite video game lines. Electronic, is it time? Asked Think Tank sadly. Yes, thank you. I am as complete as I can get for now, said Electronic happily. Think Tank, it is time to go back. Before we do, we have to say goodbye to the rest, so summon them, please. So Electronic, where are we? Asked the team. The portal back to Earth. This portal shall restore your ages as well, unless something really bad happens. In that case, your ages will be set to my age again, and we'll most likely have to dimension hop again. But of course, some of us shall lose their memories of this place, said Electronic sadly. Do you know who? Asked the team. Yes, in the slight bit of the future I can see. It is those who died who can't keep their memories of this land. Also, sadly, I shall lose my memories along with Hypno, Think Tank, and Rubber, said Electronic sadly. We can't talk to each other about what happened here once we get back on Earth. Because if we did, it might cause problems within the space-time continuum, said the think tank truthfully. Krana, what day is it back on Earth? Asked Electronic, not sure because of all the alterations in time. The 8th of October, said Krana, barely having to use her power to know. Wait, the 8th of October, that's your birthday, isn't it, Electronic? Asked Rubber, partially happy. Yes, it is, but it is time for everyone to step into the portal other than Think Tank, Rubber, Stunter, and Stoundbeam, said Electronic commandingly. First off, I am not going back, said Electronic sadly while looking at his gold necklace. What? Asked everyone but Think Tank. I can't leave all the wondrous memories behind. Also, I can't leave Spiderly without a guard. Another thing, Rubber, please stay with me, said Electronic hopefully. Of course, I'll stay with you, Electronic, said Rubber sweetly. Where is Spiderly, though? Asked Rubber worriedly. She's being watched by Acklay for the time being, said Electronic kindly. Stunter and Soundbeam, go into the portal. You've heard what I wanted you to hear, said Electronic happily. One last question. Won't people notice you aren't there anymore? Don't worry, there will be magic doubles in our place, said Electronic. Bye then, said Stunter and Soundbeam. Bye, said Electronic sadly. The true reason is staying is because of your age difference in the real world, right? Asked Think Tank, not needing to hear the answer. You are too smart for your own good sometimes, Think Tank. Also take these, said Electronic while giving him some keys. Your old house keys. Why would I need these? Asked Think Tank. You'll see, and you'll love the answer, Think Tank, said Electronic with a big smile on his face. Wait, Electronic, just say my real name. That is the way I can keep my memories and return to Earth safely, yelled Think Tank happily. I knew you'd figure it out, Will, said Electronic happily. Yes, so 2 characters' real names have been revealed. The mad scientist's real name was Matthew, and Think Tank's real name was Will. Isn't that good to know? Epilogue. Electronic had 2 days of peace with Rubber before they were interrupted by a loud whooshing sound, and then a blue box appeared. A person pulled them in, and then Electronic said, At the end of every good story, you must face reality, whether you are author, reader, or character. I am all 3. Notes. There will be another story after this one, where so find out who is in the blue box, lol. And find out if Think Tank kept his memories. I don't own any of the characters added in Chapter 12, or Toxic Bruce, Dart, Shanna, and Lavitz. This story was partially in reference to the trip across the states I went on in 2012. Also, even I don't know how Big Iris died, but it is explained fully later. Oops. Special thanks to Richard Clardy, my stepbrother, McKenna Lakin, Lauren Lakin, and Cameron Lakin, my cousins, and to everyone else that inspired a character in my story. The end. So, since I finished reading this story, that's a good place to end off. Until the next time, where we shall start up on my second story. This is the Cowardly Time Lord, signing off, and saying, have a good day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are.